Hey guys, how are you? It's a beautiful day. I'm traveling a little bit further south today. So for the past few weeks, I've been slowly migrating away from New Jersey and really not too far down because I've been trying to avoid the rainy season a little bit in Florida. But I'm going to take a big leg down. I may get in Florida maybe by Monday or maybe even sooner. I don't know. I have no timetable, but this is Delaware. That's what I want to tell you. This is Delaware, excuse me, Highway 1 South, Route 1 South, whatever you want to call it. But the Delaware beaches are Atlantic Ocean is pretty much to the left of us, and the inlet a little bit is to the right. But it's just a beautiful day. It's a beautiful area, and I was on the outskirts of New Jersey for the past few weeks and deciding, how quickly I want to go back to Florida, because as I make this, it's August. And like I say, Florida, the weather doesn't really turn as far as away from the rainy season until October. That's when most of the snowbirds go down. But look at this bridge. It's a beautiful bridge here in Delaware. Route 1 South. We are going southbound. Beautiful bridge, beautiful clear day. Supposed to get 88 today, sunny. And look at this bridge, very amazing. And I don't know if you can see the inlet there. But it's just a beautiful day, and I'm very thankful. I was getting a little bit bored staying in the same areas. I was traveling around. But there's only so many areas you can travel around within the same certain mile radius before you have to keep going to the next state or the next town. And so I'm just ready to go more southbound. That's the bottom line. And so that's where I'm heading. And but it just gets boring. That's part of that nomad life too. For me, I get anxiety, I get bored, my creative juices don't flow when I stay in the same area. I like to keep it moving, and I like my compass to always face southeast. I'm going to bounce around a little bit, and I'm going to take my time on this migration south, because I am in no rush. As long as I have Wi-Fi and I can do my job, I'm in no rush to go anywhere. But I am always living with urgency, meaning I'm conscious every day to fulfill my dream, to spend time by places that inspire me, to explore the areas I want, take care of myself well. That's living my dream and be creative. Part of creativity is movement, staying, adventurous, keeping it moving, seeing different things. I've traveled so many different times down to Florida, but it's always been pretty much on Highway I-95, which is the main highway in the United States of America that runs pretty much the East Coast. That'll take you from the New York area down all the way to the, basically, furthest point south you can go on the East Coast, which is like Miami to Florida Keys. But this trip down south, what I did was, once I got over Delaware, I just kind of like made a left and hugged the East Coast. And that's what I'm doing, like on my trip back down south to Florida, my home state now. I grew up in New Jersey, but I recently relocated to Florida, and but I'm just hugging the East Coast as I go down. I'm not taking the fastest route. I'm taking what they would call the more scenic route. As you can see, this is just a beautiful, beautiful day, a beautiful route. It's a little bit more scenic than Highway I-95, which is just a highway, and you don't get really much to see. But that's it, man. I feel encouraged. I feel great. I love, constant movement. I love putting my music on, sunroof down, windows down, enjoying the day. I love good weather. I love the summer. I love the fact that I'm living that endless summer life. Is it worth it? It's worth it to me. Was it worth it to sell my house, move in my car, consolidate my life, and live free? Yes. Was there sacrifice? Yes. Do you always stay cool? Do you always stay warm? No. You sacrifice. And if you're not ready to sacrifice, you put your panties back on and you take the world, what it's going to give you, and you shut your mouth. But if you want to live your life on your terms, you sacrifice, you take the hits, you keep pushing forward, and you make it happen. And you need God's grace along the way. You need people to give you opportunity, but you have to put in the work forward.